Yo, Inca, you want to come out here? I'm going to do this as quickly as I can because it is late o'clock. So hi, I fight Eli tomorrow. They have a very scary team. Welcome back, PPL. This is the last match I prepped for realistically, and I already got the prep done. I just wanted to record a Teambuilder pretty quickly. So they have a very scary team actually. And before anybody gives me shit for being tired while doing this, number one, I work 5 days a week, and number two, yeah. So they have Weavile, Quaquaval, Mew, Rotom, Heat, Sylveon, Donphan, Gengar, Chestnut, Copperajah, and Braviary. Very interesting team. Weavile is pretty good into me, and so is Quaquaval. Though Quaquaval will have trouble with my water absorbers, I think it could still make an appearance. Mew definitely is really good into me. I think Rotom Heat makes an appearance no matter what. Having that ability to pivot is really good. I think Sylveon's decent, and well, it's pretty good actually. Donphan, pretty alright. Gengar and Chestnut is where it kind of ends. If I were to pick out 2 Mons from the 8-Mon lineup there, I'm probably saying it's between really like Quaquaval and Rotom Heat to not show up. Quaquaval has a really hard way of trying to break my team with Vaporeon and Volcanion and Pecharunt, and Rotom Heat has a really hard time having to pivot from either burning or going for Volt switches against Tinglu and Iron Hands. While it does maintain having good momentum against both my waters, it has to basically predict whether or not I'm going to do certain plays, and that can be very cumbersome for my opponent. I think Hazards are really good. I think Chestnut's really decent. I think Gengar endgame is kind of like really good. Donphan being able to spin away Hazards is really good if my Tinglu shows up, and Weavile being able to clean up the game, and Mew maybe even to break open the game or play Stall Breaker and be like a screens, maybe Super Fang set or something of that nature. Seems cool, or it could be weakness policy. I don't know. Regardless, my team is really interesting this week, so let's talk about it. We got Scarf Volcanion first. 228 speed is meant realistically to outpace the entirety of this team, which is really good actually. Basically with Steam Eruption into the Flamethrower and Sludge Wave and such, pretty good overall coverage there. Will-O-Wisp is really good in case we are Scarf, and Quaquaval only doesn't have a +1 boost maybe yet. We can eat 1 close combat if it's not +1 attack. If it's +1, we die. But on the off chance that Quaquaval maybe like does something that we don't like, let's say it goes for the Aqua Step anyway and then goes for close combat afterwards, we can at least get off the burn. Burn's also good into Weavile. But overall, unless we feel like something's going to be switching in, we have really good spamming time. If we get off Sludge Wave into Quaquaval coming in for the fire and water attacks, we poison it. We can also do good damage, at least a little bit on Sylveon and Mew. Mew, we probably just want to click Steam Eruption or even Flamethrower at that point, but it really depends on what's happening. I don't think he's going to be doing good against switching against Volcanion, so we'll see what happens. Sins against Loaded Dice Technician yet again. Tidy Up, Rock Blast, Gunk Shot, and Knockoff. Essentially, I didn't really need Technician, but in order to make sure we get all the hits, or at least 4 hits on the Rotom Heat, Tidy Up into Rock Blast will guarantee kill it. Gunk Shot is good into Sylveon, and we don't have anything for really Donphan, but realistically, we don't really need it. Once we're +1, Gunk Shot will be doing a lot of damage to everything. Rock Blast will do whatever else we need, and it's really Donphan at the end of the day that kind of scares us. You could argue Copperage's usage here, but honestly, I think Copperage is kind of bad into this with Iron Hands and Tinglu running around, and especially Volcanion. So there's that. But really decent Mon. Speed is for Gengar. Leroy, or Leroy, it should be Leroy. Lumberry, Heavy Slam, Seismic Toss, Iron Defense, Body Press. Defensive. 140 speed is for Chestnut, I'm pretty sure. It's either for Chestnut or it's for Sylveon. Either way, it can be for both. Essentially what happens here is that We want to have enough speed for Heavy Sam to hit Sylveon and it 2-hit KOs it. We eat a Hyper Voice, and that's really important. It could just be wishing, but two Heavy Sams will kill it. And that's really important here. Iron Defense Body Press is good just for being able to wall off Weavile, being able to help against Quaquaval, being able to at least do damage back to like Donphan at low HPs. We also have Seismic Toss just in case for that reason. We are Lumberry in case it is Will-O-Wisp Gengar or Will-O-Wisp Rotom Heat. We don't unfortunately kill it +2 with Body Press. But I think we can originally Body Press and then I think Seismic Toss after. Or we can at least get the +2 maybe on a switch in. Go for Body Press on the burn and then goes to Seismic Toss. That makes it kind of useless into Sylveon and Gengar, but that's okay. Rotom is definitely very impactful this game, so it's kind of worth it to me. Otherwise, pretty basic set in my opinion. Good item. I hope I didn't spell Leroy wrong. I don't remember. It's pretty late. I'll look at this in the morning when I gen it. Bong Zong, it's our breaker. Trick Room, Flash Cannon, Psychic Noise, and Power Gem. Heat Proof. We can eat Gengar hits. We can eat at least one Gengar hit. We can eat Overheat from Rotom and some special moves from Mew. We get the Weakness Policy off and get out the Trick Room. Basically, we are the slowest thing ever. Unless they bring like min speed on something, which is like Copperage or Donphan. Not happening. Power Gem unfortunately does not one-hit KO Rotom, 2-hit KOs it. But since we're heat proof, we can eat it overheat. Flash Cannon can 2-hit KO most Sylveons. Psychic Noise is good into everything. Or everything else rather. And for things it's not good into, we have Flash Cannon. So really good breaker this week, especially on a SpDef set like this. We don't need really investment to do a lot. So that's really important. If Rotom's low enough and we're at +2, Power Gem will kill. Sylveon low enough, Flash Cannon will kill. And like Donphan not doing a lot to us, Psychic Noise will do enough. And if they want to Earthquake or knock us off, that's okay. We'll eat Earthing and we'll be good. Really good set this week. I think it'll do a good chunk of damage so that we can sweep up with other Mons, which, speaking of other Mons, our next Scarfer is Latias, Mist Ball, Dragon Pulse, Surf, and Aura Sphere. Speed is for Rotom Heat. Basically, we don't really care. Quaquaval will get up to +1 speed. We Oko it with Mist Ball unless it's Pyapa Berry and like kind of SpDef. Everything else is really good here. Surf is really good into Rotom Heat. 2-hit kills, I'm pretty sure, unless it's like crazy SpDef. Aura Sphere is good for Weavile. Dragon Pulse is just overall good coverage. The real problem is Sylveon. Being able to lower its special attack while good with Mist Ball is not essential because we're not running anything that really hits it and we don't really get too much that can hit it. So Latias definitely doesn't want to be in against that, but that might be their primary usage for keeping Sylveon around for so long, but we'll see. Otherwise, we live in Ice Shard, which is really important because if we're at an endgame scenario, Latias versus Weavile, I think it's like 75 or 80% it does. If it's Adamant Band, we die. If it's Adamant just regular, we don't die, which is good. But no boost item should be interesting. I think it'll be like a Swords Dance set, but we'll see. Last we got Murky. It took me a while to really figure out what I wanted to do with my last slot. It was Tinglu, then it was Pecharunt, and now it is Vaporeon. The defensive for Quaquaval, which really, I'm going to keep it honest, it's really hard to do that with that Mon. That Mon is really gross this game. Ice Beam, Scald, and Protect Wish, pretty easy. Speed again, just like Iron Hands is for like Sylveon / Chestnut. We can Ice Beam it at least, since I feel like Chestnut would be the type Pokemon that wants to try and set up or go for damage. We can at least get a good chunk off of it first, and then see where my opponent's mind is at. If they Leech Seed, since we only have Sceptile's a Grass type, then it is what it is. But yeah, that's the quickest team builder I've probably done. All PPL. Let's have a good time, and let's see what Eli brings to the match. I did forget their team name. I'll say it during the match. Don't worry. Let's get right into it. Hello, everybody. My voice came in deep there for some reason, but we're fighting Eli and their team. I did not actually take down what their team name was, so let me just grab that as I look over here. Eli has the Abominable Darmanitans, and they bring the Braviary, Gengar, Rotom, Heat, Quaquaval, Weavile, and Mew. So not what we were expecting at all. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Braviary is an interesting choice, though. I will say that. I'm going to print screen my screen here just so I have this for record-keeping purposes. Braviary is interesting. I will say that. I guess fuck. I don't understand this. I do not understand why Braviary is here. This is one of those mons like that I don't know about. I'll put myself up here for safekeeping. They didn't bring Sylveon, they didn't bring Donphan, they didn't bring Chestnut, which I thought were really good into me. No questions asked. So let me just type in their team. By the way, given that Braviary is here, we could lead Cincino. Not a whole lot wants to see that. If Weavile leads, then that's whatever. I don't know. This is a weird one. I'll lead Volcanion. Volcanion's the easiest lead for me. And we'll get right into it. So, GLHF to Eli, or Elite. However you want your name said. I apologize. Braviary, Gengar, Mew, Quaquaval. Which you kind of figure this kind of lineup is weird. Quaquaval. We see Quaquaval, by the way, is lead matchup. He brought some other bullshit. Hold on. If I seem unfocused or if I seem like I'm like trying to do 8 million things at once, believe me, life has been tough. So we won't go too far into that. Quaquaval's an interesting one, not gonna lie. Bomb, Bull, Darman, Itans. Okay. We can just Will-O-Wisp. It begins, I guess. All right. I don't have any good commentary there. I'm sad that I missed, but now he knows I'm fucking Scarf, which sucks actually a lot. Because now he can go literally into like Gengar and be fine. Go into, well, he really could go into Rotom here and just Volt Switch, which is what he's gonna do, which sucks dick, by the way, but it is what it is. That actually sucks a lot. He could go for his, he's not gonna go for a burn. He's gonna go for a Volt Switch. If he Volt Switches into Leroy, Mew can come out there, which would actually be the worst option. Volt Switch into Crispy. He doesn't know that I'm Double Scarf, so that's good. I don't like that I missed, but it is what it is. Went down to 278, by the way, so I could actually calc technically what that would be off of. He goes for his own burn. That's interesting. Well, I'm glad I didn't go into Iron Hands or something else like that. Like I said at some point in time that I wasn't going to be calcing during this league or this kind of shindig. And I feel bad because I wasn't going to. But because of circumstances where I am doing things on the fly right now, it shouldn't. We can miss ball. I'm going to surf anyway. Oh, we do a lot. That's good. Goes for Hex. We go from 301 down to 117, which is fine. Another Surf will kill this. I don't really care for Hex, and honestly, Surf is great, but that puts us in range of Weavile killing us, unfortunately, which is not good. They could try and predict, but I feel like Mew is a great switch in here, honestly, which is fine. Quaquaval is also fine switching. Gets off an Aqua Step into my team. Could be very bad. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. They switch out, which is fine, I guess, you know. Is what it is. They're going to go into probably Ice on my wrist. That's Weavile. It's going to take a little bit. Yeah, just a wee bit. We have Iron Hands for this reason, obviously. We don't really care for this Mon. Yeah. I don't want to lose this Mon right now. I feel like it's still valuable, no matter what happens. If he's like Power Herb, Swords Dance, Dig, that's going to be Heat for sure. Knockoff Pop, so it knocks off our Lumberry, unfortunately, but that's okay. So with that, we can Seismic Toss, but I feel like Gengar could come in. No, Gengar wouldn't come in on this. Mew would. Mew for sure would. I don't like this. I really don't like this. That Mew middle ground's gonna eat me alive. I think I heavy slam regard. I seismic toss. I think Mew's coming in. I don't see a world where you don't think I'm predicting Gengar to come in. Shroom Raver, the Pokemon fan. Yeah, it's Mew. Good seismic toss. Good stuff there. Don't know what it's gonna be. Very scared of this, honestly. I didn't. Ooh, my Bronzong didn't pop up with a nickname. That's very controversial. It was originally named Bongzong, but I guess not. I just wanted to check what was up there nicknames wise. Bronzong can take any one hit, honestly, and I'm kind of cool with that. Whatever it is what it is. Could go into you, wish into this. I don't know what this is gonna be right now, and I don't want it to be physical. Well, I don't want it to be special mostly, so I'm gonna go into Bronzong and see what it's about. Could U-turn, could Psych Fangs, I don't know. Psychic Noise pops out, that's fine. That was probably trying to catch Vaporeon or something. So it is a little bit more special than we thought it would be. It could go for a funny move. I don't know what he wants to do. I'm gonna Trick Room here. See what's going on there. They're gonna taunt, which is fine. So Psy Noise, taunt. This is a Vaporeon stopper. So this might have Super Fang. So I'm gonna go for Psychic Noise myself and see what they do. They're gonna go for knockoff, which is just unfortunate for them because now they reveal our funny trap. Congratulations. Now I get a little bit more damage than 0. Let's go. Go Bronzong, go. Psychic Noise. Almighty push. Yeah, that's probably like max HP. +2. We can do Flash Cannon now. Get off some good damage. Knockoff won't be doing as much anymore, which is good. I really don't care what comes in. They go for spikes. So they knock, spike, psychic, noise, and taunt. They're going to get at least 2 layers up unless they're Citrus Berry. Which they shouldn't be. Shake off the taunt. Do they go for the next layer of spikes? I don't know, controversially. I think they should. I'm still going to go for Trick Room here. No, they go for taunt. Okay, they caught me lacking. They did. They caught me lacking. Because to them, they can't let me get off my shit. Because if I get off my shit, then their team dies, basically. And they don't really have many options when it comes in that regard. They're just going for another knockoff instead of another layer of spikes. Just 1. We are going to pick off Mew with Bronzong, which is good. 1 layer of spikes, though. Definitely not my thing there. Good job, Bronzong. Now we die to Gengar and Quackle. Yeah, Gengar's going to come in. I don't know what he wants to do. Shadow Ball feels super free for him, so I'm going to just let him do it. Because controversially, I'm going to go right into Cincino when I see him Shadow Ball. There's no reason not to. Focus Blast missed.
That don't work. There's no way out of this one. You're done.
Hey, that's called vengeance, my nigga. Goodbye. He's trying to catch Cincino coming in, which I completely get, by the way. 100% get it, bro. However, you did not consider that God had something in tail for you, and that was me to get that off. That's a Weavile. No more item. Knockoff does at least 170, so we're gonna die here no matter what. Which is fine. I don't think I can Trick Room still, so we'll lose this, that's fine. Not a big hater of that at all. With no Mew around, we can go into this and go for Body Press and just win the game. So that's good. Or at least get some of the game out the way here. So that's really nice. I feel like Braviary can come in, which is alright, I guess. Quaquaval comes in, it takes a lot. Rotom Heat comes in, it takes a little bit more than it wants to. Yeah, Rotom Heat should die, I think, unless it's like super max HP. No, it dies. Awesome. there we go. Normally I'd be like really hyper for this, but been a long week. Been a long fucking week. But it is what it is at this point. Yeah. This is a good game. This is a good game today. I think they're just afraid that I have an electric move, and I hate to reveal that I'm Yankee with no brim. White Boy Rick. Okay. I've never heard of a name that crazy before, but that is interesting. Braviary. It can be what? When? I've never seen nothing like that before, big fella. I am not gonna lie to you, OG. That is a set and a half. I don't want to look at that no more. What the hell did that say? I'm not reading that out loud. Max investment sheer force boosted is not. Braviary sheer force boosted right now, right? Pretty sure it's not. Yeah, it's not. Adamant maximum does 187 times 2 is 374, so we can iron defense and body press. Oh, bad idea. Very bad idea for you, actually. Very bad idea. Controversial idea. Don't do that. I didn't say it at the first video with Keyshawn that I fought, but I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll see what happens. GG's to Eli and their abominable Dormanitans. Thanks guys for watching. If you guys like this, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the PPL down below. Obviously, the coaches will be down there. But talk to you guys next time. Peace.